And I want to talk a little bit about another interesting debate that is happening in the background. Once again, this focuses on, well, it's a selective focus really, viewers, by certain people on the language of free speech and freedom of expression. Even before a frame is screened, before a ticket is sold, viewers, a script is written by the so-called liberal left. And that script usually spews outrage. From the Kashmir files to the Kerala story, and now the Kerala story part 2, the pattern is very, very familiar. It starts with first calling out that movie as a propaganda, as a piece of hate, ends with demanding a ban. Mind you, no one has watched the movie. They've just perhaps watched a trailer or heard someone on maybe X comment or somebody else speak, and they've come to a conclusion. Kerala Story 2 has also triggered the same liberal firestorm, viewers. Now, the movie's plot speaks of 3 Hindu women trapped in deceptive relationships and forced conversions. Its teaser warns of radicalization and even an Islamic takeover narrative within the next 25 years. So, these 3 Hindu women fall victim to deceptive relationships, and there is a sequence of events that unfold. The narrative spreads to other states, including Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh. And at the end of the day, radicalization, warnings of potential Islamic takeover of India through this deceptive marriage scheme is forewarned. The opposition calls it poisonous propaganda, an attempt to incite communal tension and polarize voters ahead of elections. The filmmakers insist it is based on research aimed at exposing alleged organized targeting and manipulation. So what it says, viewers, is poisonous propaganda, threat to secularism. The defense, almost point by point, comes from the director, says, based on extensive research conducted over months, a bit to incite hate and so on and so forth. It's an aim to expose alleged organized targeting of Hindu girls. It's a narrative, viewers. And viewers, the opposition says that it's exaggerated, false love jihad incidents. But the director says no, it's well researched, emphasis on manipulation and risks to women's safety. It's not just Kerala Story. Every such film triggers the same predictable political script. The first part of this movie, again, viewers, the teaser said that India could become an Islamic state because of demographic change in 25 years, which is by design. The opposition said polarizing movie made ahead of Kerala elections and so on and so forth. And it goes on and on. There are different comments. Most of them have been on this. There are other films like Durhandar, Indian agent infiltrating Pakistan, gangsters, underworld, as you know. The Samajwadi Party said the focus on real issues and not BJP's communal agenda. It was immediately linked to the BJP propaganda, doing propaganda for the BJP. The Kashmir files, which focused on the 1990 genocide of Kashmiri Hindus, late left leader came out and said the film can harm country's social unity. Jairam Ramesh said movie doesn't inspire but incites hates and so on and so forth. There's the Udaipur files. There are a lot of these movies, viewers, which have been panned. So the question is whether the outrage is selective, whether an ecosystem is shaping the debate before audiences can judge for themselves, or are these filmmakers pushing the boundaries because they want to push a narrative? Let's ask some fundamental questions. We have with us Vipul Shah, the producer of this movie with us. We have Dr. Ranganathan, we have Mr. Bas. So I want to first begin with Mr. Vipul Shah. And I want to ask you, sir, you're seeing this political storm, you're seeing the criticism surrounding the sequel. First, tell us a bit about your mission in regards to making and releasing this movie. What's it about? Is it hate masquerading or propaganda masquerading as a movie and so on and so forth?
So part one dealt with the fact that ISIS module was operating in Kerala. It is still operating in Kerala. But now we have taken now the plot that we are dealing with is a all India plot where the conversion of Hindu girls is one way of changing the demography of the country in on a long term basis, and that is something that we wanted to address. We found many such cases in the recent history. If you look at somebody like a Jalaluddin, who was Jangur Baba, uh, more than allegedly 3-4 thousand girls were converted by him. There was Operation Asmita, where there are allegedly more than 1,500 girls have been converted.
Okay.
Recently, there was this guy called Prince who was posing as Hindu, and allegedly he's converted more than 300 girls. So the conversion in some places is happening on an industrial level. We wanted to bring it to our girls, our families, our daughters, our sisters, show them this film and show them this reality, and then leave it to them for a decision for them to be made about their life.
Okay, so I just want to quickly follow up question. The accusation is that you're spreading hatred towards one community. What you're talking really about is what some people call love jihad. And it is assumed that all Muslim males of a certain age conspire in little dark corners of this country and say, let's convert Hindu girls and so on and so forth. I mean, Mr. Shah, to the outside world, this does appear as big stretch.
So the simple fact is that if it was a propaganda, I would have appreciated, or I would rather request the Chief Minister of the state and every political party to come down very heavily on these criminals and end this menace in the state of Kerala completely. I don't think even after the film they took any action. There was allegation on us about 32,000 number being wrong and whatever, and we put out a video on 6th of June of that year, a 17-minute long video which is on YouTube, where we've explained the number of 32,000 with names. I don't see any action being taken on that number of 32,000. So my request would be that if they take action and if they eradicate this problem from the state, I don't think anybody would ever need to make a film like this.
Okay, so you believe that there is a reluctance to act and you're stepping in to educate. Now, Dr. Ranganathan, look, we can splice the data, we can sit here and we can say that it's not adding up and that this is a complete travesty of fact. We could say that. But does that actually matter? Because at the end of the day, even if it were pure fiction, even if it painted a scenario such as this, what's wrong? I mean, people will go to the cinema hall and they'll make up their mind. They may choose to watch it. They may not. It's a free country. People have written more bizarre stories and have written more bizarre fiction than reality or fact. And what's wrong with that? I mean, this should be about free speech and not about the selective interpretation of it. That's what I think.
Precisely, Rahul, you've hit the nail on the head. Look, the Kerala story is going to be the India story if we continue to bury our head in the sand. I fail to understand why anyone should object to this film. Even the High Court and the Supreme Court, if you remember, had said that the original Kerala story did not insult Islam, whatever that means in a country where Hindu holy books are gleefully burnt. Why should Muslims be angry? How many stories will you ban? The Kerala Chief Minister is on record saying that 100 Keralites joined ISIS. Is he lying? Yes, the actual figure given in the original film may be contentious, but Kerala Muslims joining ISIS is not fiction. And to be sure, even if it was fictitious or a lie, that is even more of a reason not to ban the film. And as for the congenital chauthi fail saying banning lies or falsehoods is not against freedom of speech, well, I take it they want to ban a book that says Earth was created in 6 days, that moon was split in half, and that man was molded from black clay. If this isn't Islamophobia, I don't know what is. And as for the fact that India will turn into an Islamic republic ruled by Sharia, well, the timing as to when it would happen could be questioned, true. But the fact is, the day a democratic nation decides to be multi-religious, with one of the religions being Islam, its fate is sealed. In that it will inevitably turn uni-religious, with that religion being Islam. Remember what Dr. Ambedkar said, what Tagore said. Am I reinventing the wheel out here? Demography is destiny. The demography has now reached a critical mass, Rahul, and this is our destiny. We need to get used to it. Appeasement has turned from welfare to warfare to warfare. Muslim legislators, you saw the AIMM and the chicken corridor, are now openly siding with arsonists, bloodthirsty mobs, inciting and cushioning crime, bigotry and terrorism. The next Suravardi or Jinnah is not going to be from the people who elect. It is going to be from the people who are elected, and the Indian state is working for the Muslims preferentially so. Waqf, RTE, Supreme Court judgments, appeasement, subsidies, letting out terrorists, funding madrasas. The writing is on the wall. The Kerala story is a reality. Love jihad is a reality. Forced conversion is a reality. ISIS is a reality. Kerala Muslims going to Syria to join to fight for ISIS is a reality. So what exactly is fiction? What exactly is Islamophobic? Instead of admitting to the reality, these so-called moderate Muslims are perennially playing the victim card. They are the ones who are Islamophobic.
Okay, so let me ask a question of Mr. Abbas. Mr. Abbas, I'm reading out what Pinarayi Vijayan, the Kerala Chief Minister, says. He says that this film is an RSS agenda to humiliate the state. We're speaking in 2026. In 2010, Kerala Chief Minister V.S. Achyutanandan, what did he say? And I'm quoting the Times of India here. This, viewers, the Times of India, it's right there. The headline says, Kerala CM reignites love jihad theory. It's an article very widely quoted, by the way, viewers. It became a massive controversy July 26, 2010, posted at 2:05 IST. And it says, Kerala Chief Minister V.S. Achyutanandan's charge that the Popular Front of India, PFI, which allegedly masterminded the Taliban-style attack on a college lecturer, had plans to Islamize Kerala in 20 years, using, quote, money and marriages, unquote, reigniting the love jihad controversy hotly debated in the state last year. So he has said this, he's on record. And let me also tell you, sir, speaking to reporters, Mr. Achyutanandan said, PFI was trying to multiply Muslim numbers in the state by, quote, influencing youth of other religions and converting them by giving money, marrying them to Muslim women, and thus producing kids of the community, unquote. In a way, the CM was endorsing the concerns expressed by the Kerala High Court. The High Court had said in August 2009, it called upon the state police to probe if there was an organized racket working to lure youth for conversion using love and money. And it goes on and on. This article goes on and on. So if the Kerala High Court instituted inquiry and the inquiry turned out to be a very detailed one and the response was in the affirmative, the Kerala Chief Minister of that period of time talked about it. There are others who keep talking about it. What is the problem if someone is trying to create a bit of an education?
Rahul Saab, I'll tell you what the problem is. You know, I have watched Mr. Vipul Shah's movies, especially Waqt, the movie with Akshay Kumar. Beautiful movie, sir. I've followed. I think I have great regards to you. I think the bone of contention here, I tell you why. Kerala story 2 that you speak of, sir. My simple question to you is, why are you attacking the Pinarayi Vijayan government? Respected sir, when your story is about an incident in Rajasthan, it's about an incident in Madhya Pradesh. Why only blame Kerala here? Only because Kerala story part 1 was a success and you were the producer? Are you trying to piggyback on the success of the previous one?
What is wrong in that?
It is absolutely wrong to defame Kerala.
What is wrong in that? Star Wars, the director of Star Wars, the director of Star Wars also called the part 2 Star Wars and then had a subtitle.
Sir, Rahul Saab, comparing with Star Wars, you're comparing paratha to a pizza. What are you saying, sir? Apples, oranges, really? So Vipul Shah Saab, when this is about an incident in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Kerala, you want to only pin a government which is 100% literacy state? The kind of work done by Shailaja teacher there,
your answers are not, you're not focusing on the question I asked you.
Now coming to your question, Rahul Saab, coming to the question, also in the teaser of the Kerala story, it says in 25 years, India will be an Islamic state. Let me take this opportunity on your show and
Okay,
says,
but then,
"Kisi mein dum-"
no, hang on.
30 seconds, Rahul Saab, 30 seconds,
ex-CM, no, 1
please.
second, sir.
30
Ex-CM, 1
seconds, Rahul
second.
Saab.
Ex-CM,
You need to give me the time
ex-CM, I'll give it
allotted
to you. I'm
Vipul
just
Shah and
asking you.
Anand Ranganathan. I'm a human
said,
too, like them.
ex-CM said that there are plans to Islamize Kerala in 20 years using money and marriage. He said this. He's on record in 2010.
So let me take this podium on your show and say
PFI
that
vision
those who
Bharat
use
has
love,
for-
those who use money for any conversion, I absolutely condemn them.
Now you
And
condemn.
let me tell you, sir, Islam says, lakum deenukum waliya deen, which means hamara deen hamare saath, aapka deen aapke saath. Any form of forced religious conversion is considered to be haram, null,
Okay,
and void.
okay, but that doesn't mean,
therefore,
sir-
people like
but
those
that doesn't
are
mean-
criminals and they must be arrested
That doesn't mean.
and put behind
Let me
bars.
ask you: is it haram in Islam to kill a innocent human being? Yes or no?
It's haram in every religion, sir, not
Okay.
just Islam.
So now,
Even
viewers,
atheist
what is
like
the
Anand Ranganathan
okay? One second.
believe it is haram.
What is the Jaish-e-Mohammed and the Lashkar-e-Toiba?
They're the
The
worst form
soldiers.
of cannibals.
So they are they are
barbarians,
Muslims.
terrorists.
They are Muslims.
They are the
They
worst
believe in
kind,
killing.
sir.
No, okay. I'm glad, sir, you're saying this because even I say this. So they are Muslims and they believe in killing people, which is haram in Islam.
Sir,
So
sir, I
there
feel
are people who do
absolutely
it. They
ashamed.
abuse the tenets of their
Rahul
faith.
Saab, can I,
So
can
one
make a
minute.
point,
I know,
sir? 10
sir, you're a
seconds,
very
sir.
moderate
10
person,
seconds.
and I agree with you. We are all on the same page. So somebody
Absolutely.
who is bringing out a social evil, who I want to ban him, ban his movie, attack him, because
I'll tell you.
maybe
I'll
you're
tell you what the
scared.
problem is.
You're scared of
I'll answer.
recognizing
Rahul Saab,
the
I will
enemy
answer,
within.
Rahul Saab.
No, I'll leave it at this.
I
I'll
will
actually. Okay, so quickly, please
Rahul
answer.
Saab,
30
the problem
seconds.
here is
Yeah.
when the teaser says that in 25 years, my beautiful of country will be an Islamic state, I will be the first one to go against this. किसी में दम और खम नहीं है मेरे हिंदुस्तान को Islamic state बनाए या
Okay.
कोई भी धर्म का state बनाए.
Viewers,
India
I'll give you
is
the
a
example
secular
of three
and will be
countries.
secular till the last breath.
I'll give you the example of 3 countries, viewers.
Lebanon.
Yeah, exactly. I was, coming to that.
Sorry, sir.
And there are 2 in the Central Caucasus, viewers, which became fully Islamized. So,
Kashmir.
well, so there are enough examples, viewers. So let's not be blind and bury our head. And what I really am upset by is the selective targeting. So you can produce movies which suggest that saints or Hindu seers, etc., are rapists, that the communes they run are actually sex shops and so forth. No problems. No one stands and says, oh my God, you are labeling the entire Hindu community as a this and a that and gullible and this, that. No, viewers. Show those movies. Let's have a nice popcorn party. Watch all of that. But no. Kerala story, Kashmir files, they must all be put into some vault, never to be shown. That is hypocrisy, viewers. And that's selective hypocrisy, which is a crime. It's a moral crime. I want to